Hi, my name is Emily Ionelli, and I want to talk about a couple of things. Um, I have been going through some issues regarding uh, my transgender transition. In fact, I'm kind of excited because I'm in a clinic at Mount Sinai, Beth Israel, where I'm going for voice lessons um, with a speech pathologist, and I actually have a scheduled appointment. It's the way this works is I have three sessions with the speech pathologist on speaking in a more feminine way with I guess the tone of my voice and how I uh, um, relate and speak. And after those three speaking sessions, I will have vocal feminization surgery. Uh, and I'm very lucky that I found good doctors. I have a very good doctor who will be performing the vocal cord surgery. He's affiliated with Mount Sinai, Beth Israel, and I I'm going to try to see if I can find his name because he's really good. Um, Let me check. Hold on, because I hate to leave people hanging when I certainly could recommend a good doctor. So just bear with me a second. I hope I can find it. Hold on. I have my calendar here because I'm seeing several doctors. Um, so my doctor's name is Dr. Corey. Dr. Corey at Mount Sinai Beth Israel Hospital. And I believe he spells it Courey. I wish I had his first name, but I know his last name is Corey, Courey. And my speech pathologist, who I also like, is Leanne Goldberg. So I am going to be meeting with Leanne Goldberg. My first appointment with Leanne is on March 16th. And then I have another appointment with her on March 23rd. And I have another appointment with her on April 6th. And then I have surgery, vocal cord surgery at the New York Eye and Ear Infirmary, affiliated with Mount Sinai, on April 13th. And then after the surgery, I have a follow-up visit with Dr. Corey and Leanne Goldberg on April 19th. May 24th. I thought it was That's April 19th. April 20. No, I'm sorry, April 19th. April 13th is the surgery. April 19th is I have a follow-up. May 24th. And July 19th. I knew there was three. They're spread apart. And then I have also lipoma. So I have to see a doctor on March 30th actually, because I'm doing bottom surgery, male to female, and I want to be able to show my body with pride, covered obviously, but I would love to wear a bikini. I've always wanted to wear a bikini on the beach, but unfortunately I have a lipoma, which is pretty big. It's the size of a plum on my back, so despite having the male to female surgery, it would be awkward to wear a bikini showing this lipoma. So I have an appointment with Dr. Antel on March 30th. So I need to see him. And then I have my psychiatry appointment on Tuesday with my therapist on March 14th. And I go every Tuesday for my therapy. And I also have to go to I have starting to get arthritis. I guess when you turn 56, you start to show signs of your age. So I'm at the age now where I'm starting to feel some aches and pains. I've had a history of psoriasis since I was a little baby. I remember my mom used to put olive oil on my skin. Now I'm developing psoriatic arthritis. If you could see, my finger this one is bent, curved, or whatever, and this one is curved, and it's painful. And in my knee joint, I have a lot of pain. So I'm going to Dr. Stephen Soloway in New Jersey, in Vineland, New Jersey, which is quite a ride. It's like 3 hours, but the reason why I'm going to him is because when I was working as a CPA for a CPA firm, he was one of my accounts, and I became good friends with him, and I know he's one of the best in his field. So I'm making the trip to see him to get a diagnosis of my situation, if I indeed have arthritis. So I do have a lot of appointments, and then I have a very important appointment on May 12th with Dr. Jess Ting, who's also affiliated with Mount Sinai Beth Israel Gender Clinic, and that's in the morning. And he's the one who performs the surgery for male to female transgender surgery, bottom surgery. And then on June 21st, I have an appointment with Dr. Reisman. So I'm hoping to be able to do the vocal feminization surgery. I have my letters. I hope that will be declared medically necessary along with my bottom surgery, which I have documentation showing that it's medically necessary. And I hope that I can get the lipoma removed, but I'm sure that I have to pay out of pocket, and I'm hoping that I don't have to pay vocal feminization out of pocket. If I do, then I'm going to have to go on a payment plan. and I hope that it's combined with the gender reassignment surgery so I can have it done, both of those surgeries, and then just worry about the lipoma. But if I have to worry about the vocal cord, then I may not have the money to do the lipoma removal. And I would be kind of upset because then I won't be able to wear a bikini once I have the bottom surgery. But it's not easy to go through what I'm going through, and I've also been feeling down, and I'm worried about my son who's 18, who's autistic, and he's graduating his high school or his special residential school program, and we don't really have anything in place for him. And I am a very sensitive person, and I was upset when I got a letter in the mail from New York State income tax that they were auditing my return. They issued me a refund nowhere near what we're entitled to, and I'm upset because they took all my dependents away, including my son and mother-in-law, who I've been declaring ever since my son was born, and my mother-in-law started helping my wife out with him. So I got upset on the phone because in reality we're claiming my wife's sister, who's here since December 25th of 2015, and we're declaring her 3 kids, her daughter and her 2 sons. They've been living with us since December 25th of 2015. So I got a letter stating that I had to provide proof that indeed my son, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and her 3 children are in fact dependents. So I really got upset, and I said something that I've said many other times. It seems like when I lose total control, and I attribute it to my bipolar disorder, but it's not an excuse. But when I get really, really upset, I go to a dark, dark place, and I feel like the world is against me, and I just say things that I shouldn't say. But when I was on the phone with the New York State income tax representative, I said that I feel like I'm being penalized when in fact I have legitimate dependents, and I was a CPA, and I would never commit a lie or fraud on a tax return, and I felt like they were accusing me of committing fraud. And I said I have my ethics and I'm a professional, and I would never lie or do something criminal. And then I said I had a negative experience with a police officer who pushed me over the edge. And I said at that point I wanted to commit suicide. And I asked the state representative if he also wanted me to commit suicide. So by saying that, he asked me to just hang in there, and he said, I need to check your file. Can you go on? Can I put you on a brief hold? And I said, sure. Basically, what he did was he called 911. Then he came back and he kept asking me, am I okay? Because I said I wanted to jump in front of a car. And he said, are you okay? And I said, yes, I'm okay. But I am not lying. And he told me what I needed to provide, and I provided it. I also had an amended return for 2014 where I owe tax. And I said, I'm not a liar, I'm not a criminal, you see? I am amending a return based on a mistake that I didn't realize I made. Even CPAs can make mistakes. And the IRS brought it to my attention, so I already paid off what I owed the IRS, and I completed the amended return for the New York State. The IRS wound up, I owed them almost $1,750, which was a lot of money, but I paid it in 3 installments. And New York State, I owe $750 with interest. So I filed the return and I indicated that they can take the money out on April 30th. But I provided them the information to prove that my son, my mother-in-law, and my sister-in-law and her 3 children are indeed dependents. So hopefully they will acknowledge and see that I'm telling the truth, and I'll get the refund that I'm deserving of, so I can split it properly with my wife and give some to my sister-in-law for giving us that extra money. But that's under audit, so I have to wait for their decision. And I think I should have no problem because I provided everything that I needed to. And I certainly can use the money given that I'm doing all these surgeries, plus I'm trying to catch up on medical bills. I have 3 payment plans with 3 different hospitals, and I'm just trying to survive, and I am desperately in need of my wife's health insurance, even though I'm on Medicare, because her health insurance would actually cover the male to female surgery with the exception of $1,000 deductible, and I don't know how Medicare would cover the surgery, if they would. So I'm desperate being on my wife's health insurance, and I'm very fortunate that she has me on her health insurance so I can do this surgery that I've been waiting to do since the age of 16. And I'm not a perfect person, and I would never do anything to hurt anybody, but I've been waiting for this for a long time. I've always felt like a girl in my heart, and I just don't understand why people don't understand that being transgender is a medical reality, and sometimes people who are transgender have to do surgery to help them feel how they should feel, like me as a female. Thank you.